I really have to hammer something home here. And it is the fact that if you are not willing to track things in rehab, training, nutrition, finances, you're probably not going to make progress in the direction you want to go. When I was in graduate school on an internship, I read a book, and the book basically said, like, to get in control of your finances, you should track every dollar you spend. And the simplest way was to just grab a notebook and record everything you buy. And it immediately curtailed my spending on stuff. I remember going to a gas station one time and I was like, I'm gonna get an energy drink and a coffee and some chocolate milk, whatever. I didn't get anything other than the chocolate milk, which was like delicious and it was like an actual snack that I needed. It immediately made me conscientious of what I was doing. And you see this so often in rehab, training, nutrition, life. We don't want to track things because it makes us conscientious of the choices we are making, and that is often painful. If you want to manage your weight, you're gonna have to figure out how much you're taking in and if it exceeds what you need. This is a basic law of nutrition, and people who tell you that you don't need to do this in any way, shape, or form are BSing you. They're trying to sell you something. Sure, you can learn to eat intuitively. The problem is that when you have to get really good at understanding what's going in your body to have an intuitive sense of how much you're taking in. So you have to start by understanding how much you're putting into the tank to eventually take the more structured approach off. And sure, people can criticize things like Weight Watchers and all this stuff because it's hard and it doesn't feel good and we don't like it. But it often gets people better results when they have a system in place. And I'm not saying Weight Watchers is the perfect system. I'm saying that you have to track stuff if you want to move in the direction of your goals. You have to track your workouts to some extent. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like, I don't track my workouts super rigorously at this point because I just want to make sure I'm trending in the right direction. I don't track my nutrition super regularly right now. I'm also doing pretty good from a feeling, and I feel good and I'm performing okay standpoint. I do track on a regular interval. I track for a month or two at a time, and then I take a little break from it. If I wanted to be really strict, I tracked really strictly. Rehab, getting a sense of the trajectory you're on with your injury and noticing the ebbs and flows can be really powerful. Again, we just often resent the fact that we have to do this. One time me and my brother were golfing and we were just kind of joking about all the shit we have to do to feel good as a human. And it's like, well, if not doing that stuff doesn't help us, then we just do the stuff that we kind of resent, right? Make lists, find accountability, go work out, be disciplined, right? So if you are not tracking things, you are not going to change things. And I know that's hard and I know it sucks, but you can either suffer the pain of getting a little bit more objective, or you can suffer the pain of not achieving the things you want to achieve, or even getting on the right path. Because here's the other big piece of it. You start tracking and you're like, you know what? This isn't for me. You know now. You know that I'm just going to be okay with the way I am. That's fine. I don't care. Nobody else does either. You got to do what is in line with your goals. And that typically requires getting more objective, getting help, learning to do things better. And that's often a little bit painful, but that's also most things in life. All right. Appreciate you. Peace.